Our Memphis Tech Pharaohs had a huge opening game win on the road in week one as at crosstown rival Memphis Tigers. Our senior halfback Keontae Tyson led the way with 149 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. And our new number 1 wide receiver Talon Shetron was very impressive in his debut, catching 10 passes for 141 yards and adding 2 scores of his own. And now we are set to take on another rival, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, at home in Game 2. We beat them in our first game last year in an instant classic on a touchdown pass to Demetrius Williamson with no time left on the clock to tie the game, and then this Ian Wells extra point won it. Welcome back to the Memphis Tech Pharaohs Team Builder Dynasty. Our offense was flying high in our first game, but our defense is still a work in progress, and hopefully they can get things calmed down in today's episode. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. It goes a long way towards helping other people find my channel, and I'm always up for any kind of feedback you guys have. And we're going to jump right into this game with Arkansas State as we have a lot to cover in this episode. I'm going to try a new format this year, which means I will not be showing full games for every single game that we play. There will be some games where I just show the box score and selected highlights, and that'll hopefully help to speed this season along. I'd like to get more seasons in and not show games that really don't mean much in the end. So without further ado, let's play some football. Well, you guys already saw the exciting finish last year. Hopefully we'll have another good game here. Ooh, a hot one, 95 degrees. And we have a home game finally. Seems like we're always playing on the road. And we don't have an intro on the team builders, so we're just going to talk over this play screen here. But good start to the season. Got to keep things going here. We need wins at home, help our school ratings out, and we need another rivalry win here. This would give us 3 of the 4 we need as they get a touchback on the opening kickoff. And Arkansas State quarterback Ethan Crawford, see what he did last week. They are 2-0 in the season. They beat Memphis 42-27 and beat FCS Southeast 35-28. And here they are, 1st and 10 on their own 25. Handoff, and going nowhere is Darius Spencer as Jaquez Blanks gets in there for the TFL. And they bring up 2nd down and 11. Crawford drops, looks, throws, and it's broken up. Tried to hit his tight end, Tyler Little, on that one. He's 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11 now. Crawford drops, looks, good pocket. Great time in the pocket, throws down the left sideline, and it's batted down, knocked loose by Blanks again, having a great first series, and they're going to have to punt on their first drive. Alex Colbert with a big booming punt to Shetron at the 35, tries to get outside, 45, and there he goes down at the 47, and that's where we're going to take over on our first drive. You can see what Keontae Tyson did last week, 149 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Man is a beast. Here we are, 4 wide receivers set, Tyson in the backfield, Frost, handoff, Tyson cuts it back, another cut, following his block up the middle. Nice gain there, pick up a 12. You get 1st and 10 again on their 41. Frost drops. Looks over the middle, and it's dropped. Shetron couldn't hang on through contact. Now bring up a 2nd down and 10. There's the handoff. Tyson, huge hole up the middle. There he goes into the secondary, and he's down after a 13-yard gain. Gives us another 1st down on their 28. Dropping Frost over the middle. Got it. Milan, and he's going to get dragged down. Tanner Milan, senior wide receiver, picks up 16 on the play. That's his first catch of the season. Now we have a 1st and 10 again. Here's the handoff to Strickland. Finds his way up the middle. Going to pick up 6 on the play. He's 2nd down and 4. Got trips right. Tyson in motion. Frost drops. Looks. Pressure in his face. Throws. Caught by Page. He's only pick up a couple on that drag, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 4. 2 backs in the backfield. And handoff to Strickland, and he pushes his way through and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Pharaohs start their 2nd game of the season in fine fashion with another touchdown. Stuart Strickland does the job here. Extra point gives us a 7-0 lead. And now we get to see if our defense can get another 3 and out. See, Spencer just ran over that DB. And after another touchback on the kickoff, again, start on the 25. Dropping, looking. He's got a man down the sidelines on the numbers. And, oh, he drops it because of the stupid animation. Crawford had him shot down the sideline. Didn't work. Now they'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff to Spencer. Bounces off his lineman up the middle. Does a little sidestep. Big gain there. Out to the 40. A pick up a 15. Play Devin Spencer. They go no huddle. We try to adjust. I hate these teams that go no huddle. And there's a little RPO pass out to the flat. It's going to be a 4-yard gain to Harrell. I'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Crawford drops, a little swing pass in the flat. He's got a lot of room. Down the sidelines, 35, and down at the 31-yard line. Devin Spencer out of the backfield. Gives him a 1st and 10 at the 31. Pick up a 23. Crawford drops, looks over the middle, he's got a man, and into the secondary, dragged down. Romel Stevens, their number 1 receiver, picks up 15. He's a big dude. He's a speedster, but he's 6'5", 210. And he goes in motion again. Little jet sweep here, toss pass. And he's only going to pick up 1 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 15. Crawford drops, looks, throws over the middle, and caught for a touchdown. Romel Stevens gets the Red Wolves on the board and ties this game up. Somehow our secondary lost him. He's a big target out there. And after the kickoff, we're going to start on our own 18-yard line. Drop. Frost looked, and pressure in his face, and down he goes. Huge sack there by D-tackle Cody Siegler. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 17. He held onto the ball way too long. Man in motion. Frost drops. Looks, throws, and is picked at the 25 to the 20. Spins off one guy and down to the 11-yard line. Jimmy Spillman, the cornerback. And that's going to give Arkansas State a 1st and 10 from the 11. Huge momentum swing here. They just scored a touchdown. And here's a RPO pass to the tight end, and that's going to be nothing there. Lose a yard on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 11. Crawford drops, looks over the middle again to Little, and gets wrapped up right around the 5-yard line. I'm going to say that's at the 4. Bring up 3rd down and 3. Arkansas State trying to take the lead here. And pass, and he's got him wide open in the back of the end zone. Romel Stevens for his 2nd touchdown. Now we're going to pick up our next drive after that. 3rd down and 3. Frost drops, looks, got a crosser there. Milan up the sideline, cuts back, and inside their 40-yard line, 18-yard gain. That'll get us a 1st down, big 3rd down conversion. 18 yards on that one. Frost drops over the middle, caught by Shetron. Winds his way through the secondary, gets down to around the 26-yard line and pick up a 13. That'll bring up 1st and 10 there. And Tyson tries to get outside and gets wrapped up and dropped. Only gains 2 on that one, and that's going to bring the end of the 1st quarter. Started strong. Then we gave up back-to-back scores in quick fashion, and now we're down. As you can see, passing and rushing yards, both teams come out with the 2-back set. Here's a handoff to Tyson. Tries to cut back, and he's going to pick up 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Need this conversion here. Bryce Frost drops, looks, throws, out route, caught Milan, and he steps out of bounds at the 14, so another 1st down. Frost drops, man over the middle, caught Shetron, and he cuts it inside, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Talon Shetron gets this game back to tie after we kick this extra point. Love that speed across the middle. He just runs away from the linebackers and DBs. And then he's got the size to go through them at the end of the play. Now it's 14-14. They're going to start on their 22-yard line. 3rd and 13. Crawford drops, steps up, looks over the middle. Caught. What a play. Nice leaping catch there by Stevens. 16 yards. I'll bring up a 1st and 10. Play action. Crawford dumps it out into the flat to Hawkins and spins off a tackle there. Manages to get enough to get the first down. Be 1st and 10 near midfield. Our defense needs a lot of help. They're a work in progress. Here's a handoff trying to get to the outside, and it's going to pick up 2 on the play. Hawkins on that one. Be 2nd and 8. Need to stop, guys. We can't be trading touchdowns. Here's Crawford. Here comes the blitz, and down he goes. Huge sack there by Bubba Van Claiborne. Yes, Bubba. His name was Bubba Van Claiborne. It's not a name that I picked for him. It was the computer got it, but what a name. And a perfect time for that blitz. He just shot through the gap, and Crawford had nowhere to go. Lucky he didn't fumble it. That'll bring up a big 3rd and 14. Got to get off the field here, guys. Crawford drops, steps up, looks, and down he goes again. That was a coverage sack. We finally got some good coverage as Joshua Townsend gets our 2nd sack in a row. And we're going to force them to punt. Remember Joshua from last year. Just spins off the tackle, and yeah, he had a ton of time in the pocket. We finally get to him. So after the punt, we're going to take over on our own 22-yard line. It's run by Tyson outside, cuts back in, back out. Nice little move there, picks up 12. It'll be 1st and 10 now. Got trips to the short side. Frost drops, looks, over the middle, caught by Shetron at midfield. And that's going to move the chains again out to their 48-yard line. 18 yards on the dig route. Frost drops, over the middle, caught. There we go, Gunderson, our tight end. 8-yard gain, bring up a 2nd down and 2 as we go back to the 2 backs. And here's Tyson trying to get to the outside. He does. 40, 35, 30, and pushed out of bounds. Right around the 27-yard line. Pick up a 13 yards. Now we're going to sub in Ty Hardy, our backup running back. And he's going to take this one up the middle, bounce off a couple of blockers, and pick up 6 on the play, giving Tyson a rest. He's 2nd and 4 as he checks back in. Frost drops, got a man over the middle, caught. Shetron moves the chains. Another 1st down. Nickel and dime these guys this entire drive as you go with the tight set. Here's the handoff. Tyson tries to get outside, cuts it back in, and it's going to pick up 3 on the play. He's 2nd down and 7. And here's another cutback up the middle. Tyson, good running today. He's finding a lot of holes both inside and out, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. And goes in motion. Frost drops, looking over the middle, and it's broken up. Shetron couldn't hang on through contact, and we're going for it. We're not going to take this field goal. We want a touchdown. And here's the handoff to Tyson, cuts it back in, and he gets the 1st down. Big, strong run there. He's got a good combination of power and speed, and now we go with 2 backs. Hardy goes in motion. Handoff to Strickland, bounces it outside. He's going to be in for another touchdown, his 2nd one of the half, as the Pharaohs march down the field and take the lead. Now after the kickoff, Red Wolves take over on their own 25-yard line. Here's the play action, rolling out, looking, and ball's loose, and the Pharaohs have it. Recovery by Kobe Garland as DJ Dean, our D-tackle, got in there and got the strip sack. And we have the ball on their own 8-yard line. 1st and goal, 2:03 left in the half, and Tyson trying to get outside. Is going to pick up nothing on the play, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Wow, what a turn of events here. Ross drops, looks, throws, corner, and caught, and that's a touchdown for Shetron. Wow, had to wait. I wasn't sure. It looked like he bobbled it, and then I wasn't sure if he was in bounds or not. But Talon Shetron, his 2nd touchdown of the half. And we are now up 2 scores. Look at this replay. A little out route. There's some contact. Ball bounces. Oh, and he caught it off the rebound and kept his feet in bounds. And now Arkansas State's taking over, down 2 scores, 1:54 left. Crawford over the middle, caught, bounces off a player. That's 3 yards for Hawkins as they go no huddle. Crawford drops. Pressure, throws over the middle, caught. That's Hawkins again to the 50, 45, 40, and down to the 35-yard line. Big catch there. Almost got sacked and turns into a 37-yard play. As Crawford finds another man open at the 25. And that's going to be a 20-yard gain for Chauncey Cobb. Bring up a 1st and 10 from the 15, 36 seconds and counting going. Everybody's got 3 timeouts. And here's the drop play up the middle. And they're finally going to call their first timeout as Hawkins picks up 5 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Red Wolves trying to get this back down to a 1-score game. His drops, looks, slant, caught, and touchdown. Hunter Summers with the slant there, and he just powers his way into the end zone. In a very high-scoring first half as the Red Wolves cut this down to a 1-score game. As we go to the half, see our passing stats for both teams having no trouble throwing the ball, either team. Let's check out the stats. See 17 to 10 on first downs, 246 to 165 total yards. They have -1 rushing, we have 95. Passing side, we have 151 to their 166. Third downs, everybody's doing well. They lost one, we threw a pick. And time of possession, we have almost 4 minutes more. So now we're going to start the second half with the ball on our own 24. Frost drops, looks, throws. Deep shot down the left sideline to Shetron, and he overthrew him. Now we got a 3rd and 13. Frost looking and pressure in his face, and down he goes. Big sack there. Another one by Cody Siegler. We're going to have to punt this ball back. Big booming kick by Matthew York. All the way back inside their 20. Tries to get to the outside. It's Harrell, and he gets dragged down at the 26. It's a 54-yard punt by Matthew York. And we're going to pick it up here. 1st and 10 on their 46 on the same drive after the punt. Crawford drops, looks, throws a deep shot down the left side, and it's caught. Oh, what a catch. Down at the 10-yard line is Summers. 36-yard gain. Now they have a 2nd and goal inside the 1. Crawford drops, looks, throws, and caught for the touchdown. 1 yard to Summers, so he got the deep shot, and they give him the touchdown, and now we have a tie ball game. Now we're going to skip ahead to the next drive for Memphis as we start this 4th quarter. 3rd and 7, Frost dump pass to Page, and he's well short of the sticks there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4. And we're going to take the points here as freshman kicker Josh Iambadejo tries to make this one. Kick is up and good from 26 yards. So the Pharaohs take a 3-point lead here in the 4th quarter. And now Arkansas State, after that field goal, driving down on our 17-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Crawford looking, steps up, plenty of time, throws it, and he throws it away as he had late pressure, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and they're going to try a field goal. Kloon Vanderall. 35, 34 yards, kick is up, and he sneaks it inside the upright on the right side. Now we have a tie ball game with just over 6 minutes left. And we're going to pick it up after the kickoff. 3rd and 4 here as we close in on 5 minutes left. Frost drops, looks, flagging a play, throw, and that's caught. But what's the penalty? And looks like it's going to be on us. Yes, holding call. Andy Kramer, our center, with the hold. And they declined it, so it's 4th and inches, and we're going for it. Here's a handoff. Tyson up the middle. Nice gain there on 4th down. Picks up 6 and moves the chains. Arkansas State thought they were going to get the ball back. Now we got trips to the short side. Man in motion is Page. Nope, it's Foreman. Frost drops, looks, crosser, caught by Shetron to midfield and into Red Wolves territory. 14 yards on that drag. And we got a 1st and 10 as Frost drops, looks, another crosser this time to Page. Big gainer down the left side, inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 36 yards to Scooter Page. We're knocking on the door again, and we would stall out there. And Iambadejo would kick this field goal, short chip shot, 23 yards, and we're back up by 3 with 2:30 left after the kickoff. Arkansas State begins the next drive on their 25. Crawford looking, and slant pass caught. And down goes Harrell. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 3. 2 minutes left. Arkansas State needs a field goal at the minimum. Crawford drops, looks over the middle, and that's going to be caught. And that's a first down as Harrell moves the chains. 145 and counting. Here's play action. Throw over the middle, and it's dropped. Wow. Stevens had the ball, and he just dropped it. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. 138 left. Bunch to the right there. Crawford drops, looks, here comes pressure, and down he goes, and there's another fumble, and this time we get it back as Josh Townsend, who came in and disrupted the play, got the strip sack, ends up falling on the ball himself, and we have the ball with 1:34 left and a 3-point lead. Huge defensive play there. Our second strip sack of the game. There you see he knocked it out, laying on the ground, he falls on it. And the defense coming up big in this game when we need it most. And now we're driving after the turnover. And we're just going to hand this off to Tyson. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the final touchdown of the day. And that's going to seal it. As after the extra point, we're going to be up 10, 41-31. As Keontae Tyson having another big day. You can see his power on display. Just kept moving his legs. And that's ball game. So we win a thriller, 41-31. You got to stop giving up so many points. But Talon Shetron, 6 catches, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Gets the player of the game. And our defense finally comes up big here. You can see we only give up 19 first downs. 321 total offense to our 408. They had 139 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. They had -3 yards. They threw for 334. We threw for 269. They were 5 out of 10 on 3rd down. We were 6 out of 14. Also 3 out of 3 on 4th down. They had 2 fumbles. We had 1 pick. And we had 7 more minutes of possession time. Good game there, boys. And let's go to the player stats. Frost, 24 of 34, 269, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Tyson, 29 for 134 and 1. Strickland had 2 touchdowns as well. Receiving side, Milan, 8 catches for 98 yards. Saw Shetron, 671 and 2. Also had Page with 65 yards. Blocking side, 2 sacks allowed by Perkins. Don't give up a lot of sacks in this game because we throw it so quick. Defensively, 9 tackles for blanks. He had a big first drive. A couple of TFLs. And we had 5 sacks. 4 sacks, can't count. 4 sacks, there we go. And no picks. But we did have 2 forced fumbles on strip sacks, and Townsend got one of them back as the defense comes up big when we need it. Gotta love when they can get pressure on the quarterback because we have such struggles in our secondary covering. And let's take a look at the recruiting real quick here. See, we're number 1 with Gash, MoMA number 1, Yaboa still there, Hoyt's 1, number 1 on that running back, number 1 on Jameson. This guy has a playing style deal breaker, so we got to work on probably throwing the ball more, completing more passes. I hate these playing style deal breakers, but it is what it is. First on these 3 receivers, got to get on their boards. Another receiver, that playing style, we're not even on his board, so I'm not too worried about him. Guard, Vanderbilt has a visit coming up. Let's see, can we do a hard sell? Can't visit and can't schedule. Let's take off the sell the house and see if we can get a hard sell. Actually, get this visit out of the way first. And, we'll go with Jack's State. And we don't have any good grades. That's not good. So, what do we do? How about we don't schedule a visit and we'll go back and see if we can sway? Is that going to help us at all? Anything? We only have 1 B+. Doesn't look like this is going to be a good option for us. Man, our school grades just got to go up. This is not a good look. And I can't seem to get anything with 2. There's 3, but that's all C's. That's not going to help anything. So maybe we just go back and put the 50 points back on. Yeah, there's really nothing for us to do here. So I think this is going to be a waste of points if we try this. Let's go back and send the house on him. I just got to hope that visit doesn't do us in. And yeah, let's look down further. One there, one there, one there. All these guys were number one. That's good so far. Another edge. That deal breaker is not good. Number one on the D tackle and the will. Another one, D playing style. We're not going to get him. He's a 4-star, but we'll leave him on there for now. Maybe the style will change after this week. And number one on that 4-star free safety. You got to love that. And McGuillahan, we added him. Wanted to see if we can get some more secondary help. And got some extra 4-stars here. And let's see if we can take those off of him and throw it down here on this corner and get up on his board. Give him 25, 35. Maybe I'm going to go back and add these points to this edge to try and get him going a little bit further up since he's a 4-star. 10 points ain't going to make that much difference, but it's something. And yeah, that's going to be it for recruiting after this week. So let's get into this next game. And we get our first look at Sam Houston as we travel to Huntsville, Texas to take on the Bearcats. We didn't play them last year, and they started this season 0-3, so they're having a rough start. Hopefully we can keep that rough start going and get this road victory in our conference. It's a lot of orange on the field, guys. Hope you like orange. And we're going to come out in the whites here with the blue helmet. Make it easier for us to see, and hopefully we can keep the offense rolling and get the defense in a better spot. Opening kickoff. Bell's got it at the goal line, up the middle, looking for room, and it gets blasted down to 23, and that's where we're going to start our first drive. See, last week, Bryce Frost, 269 and 2 touchdowns. Keep that going. First and 10 here. And play action. No, handoff to Tyson. Gets to the edge. Cuts it back inside. Down the sidelines to the 40, 45. Midfield and on the other side of midfield to the Bearcats. 47-yard line. A big 30-yard run by Tyson. Strickland checks in now. Frost looking. A little dump pass there to Page. And that's going to get 6 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 4. Tyson checks back in, and here comes a blitz off the edge, and he's going to lose a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. What a run to start the game. Frost drops, looks over the middle, caught. That's Foreman, cuts upfield, and he's going to get a 1st down to the 30 of Sam Houston, a pickup of 12 on the drag. And here's the Tyson running outside again, tries to push his way, couldn't get to the edge, and he's going to pick up 2 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. Ross drops, looks, throws, caught by Page up the sideline, 20, 15, and inside the 10 and down to the 2-yard line. Scooter Page, another big gain, 26 yards. That'll bring up a 1st and goal from there. Here's the handoff to Tyson, hole right up the middle, that's a touchdown. Keontae Tyson filling the stat page with touchdowns early in this season. Adds another with the little 2-yard run. And we jump out to a quick 7-0 lead. See the impact players in this game. You'll get to see Mabry and Matauer here in a second when Houston takes control, as they do here on the 25 after the touchback and the kickoff. Shotgun formation, slot guy goes in motion and pitch, and he takes off to the left and swing pass out to the flat there to 35 and knocked out of bounds at the 40. Jarius Moore, 16 yards in the swing as they go no huddle. Tower taking his time. And here's the handoff up the middle, and there's no room, and he gets swarmed over and finally dragged down for no gain. That's Mac Dunbar. And they go no huddle again. I hate these no huddle teams. Tower drops, screen pass, caught, up the sideline, 45-50 and into our territory. It's going to be an 11-yard gain for Dunbar as we continue to go no huddle. 1st and 10 on our 48. Tight end goes in motion. Here's the handoff, and blitzing is the linebacker. Down he goes. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 as they go no huddle again. I can't get my defense set when they go no huddle, which is why they do it. It's really annoying, though, when it happens against you. And here's an out route caught, and down for a 4-yard gain there is Derek Bledsoe. They'll bring up a 3rd and 6 as they go no huddle. The tower drops, looks, and here comes pressure, and down he goes. Big sack there by Deshaun Weeks. The D tackle got loose from his block late, and the secondary did their job, and he couldn't get rid of the ball early. You see Weeks on this replay, just bounces off the guard, comes right up the gap, and drops him at midfield, and they're going to have to punt. Mateo Jacques, what a name. That's their punter. See if we can get a good return here. Angles this one towards the sideline, and it's going to be caught on the sideline by Shetron. And we're going to start on our own 17-yard line, up 7-0. Second drive, Frost looking pressure, and he has to get rid of it the last second. That's incomplete pass. He had 3 guys in his face. Now to bring up 2nd down and 10. Frost drops, drifting. Here comes pressure again. Scott Shetron at the 25. It's a foot race. Is anybody going to get him? No, they will not. He is going to go to the house. There is Shetron's speed. Prime example of why we went and got him in the portal. Much needed aspect to this offense. That was just a little drag route, and he was gone. Taylor Shetron, I wish we had him for another year. Look at this. Crosser, and as soon as he cuts it up, there is nobody that's going to catch him. Just way too fast. And now the Bearcats will take over on their 25. Touchback again on the kickoff. The tower, quick throw, and he's caught by the slot guy, and he's going to get dragged down. 17-yard pass to Bledsoe as they go no huddle again. The tower taking his time now, dropping, and here comes a slot blitz, and he's down. Big sack there by corner Terrell Pace. The senior comes off the slot with the blitz. And no one was there. Just hit that gap, and the quarterback had no time. Nice blindside blitz. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 15. The tower stop, drop, little drag route. It's going to pick up minimal yards. Be a 3-yard gain to Bledsoe. Brings up a 3rd and 12. Tower drops, plenty of time, throws deep down the middle, it's caught at the 40, and that's going to be a big 1st down conversion. 21 yards to the tight end, Kyle Bruce, as they race up to the line in no huddle form again. And here's the read option handoff, and now blasted in the backfield. Van Cliburn got him on the TFL, loss of 1. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 as we go no huddle one more time. Tower drops, looks, good pocket this time. Deep over the middle, crosser caught, and that's going to be another 1st down. 16 yards to Bledsoe as they race up to the line one more time. It trips left, and now they shift. Closing in on 4 minutes left in the quarter. Tower drops, looks, swings it out into the flat to the tight end, and he gets pushed out of bounds, but he picks up 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 as they race to the line one more time. And there's a quick RPO pass again, this time to the other side of the tight end, and he's going to be just short. Going to mark it down 3rd and inches as they race up to the line one more time. Both teams shifting. And direct snap to the running back, and he's not going to get it. What a play. Michael Roderick, freshman free safety, makes the stop, and they're going to be forced to kick this field goal, and it is right down the middle and good by Colby Sessoms. So Sam Houston gets on the board, but only gets 3. And our next drive would stall out. We would have to punt. Matthew York with a high booming kick angled inside the 5, and coverage team does their job. What a play. Down on the 3-yard line, and that's where Sam Houston's going to have to start. And here's a read option. Quarterback trying to get to the outside. He's hit and ball's loose. And it's scooped finally by Garland. And he's down at the 1 yard line. What a play there after the punt. Big hit on their quarterback. DeMarvin Holland sticks his head in there. As you see on this replay, actually put his shoulder right on the ball. Now we have 2nd and goal from the 1, and Tyson's going to walk in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. What a turn of events there. Pin them deep with the punt, get the fumble recovery, and then punch it in, and now we're up 21-3. Now we're going to jump ahead to the 2nd quarter. We're driving again. Frost with a crosser, and Page is going to get into the end zone for another Pharaohs touchdown. As we run this up to a 28-3 lead. This offense is on fire in the first half, and we would force them to punt again on their next drive. So taking over here, here's Tyson's got a hole up the middle into the secondary. He's got one man to beat. He doesn't have the angle, and he is gone. Keontae Tyson to the house, 75 yards. Oh my goodness. We showed you the power earlier, and there's the speed as he hit the hole, got into the secondary, and no one was going to catch him. Keontae Tyson having an excellent start to the season. Look at a hole, and then he's into the secondary and just off to the races. What a start in this game for the Pharaohs. And Sam Houston would have to punt again, and we're driving inside 2 minutes, and Frost with a crosser. Little slant pass to Shetron for a touchdown, as this game has been blown wide open here in the first half. 42-3 after this extra point. It's Talon Shetron. His 2nd touchdown of the half. Just beats the man to the spot. And let's go to halftime. As you see, we're up 45-10. They have 11 first downs. We have 20. We had 432 yards of offense in the first half. 172 yards on the ground. 260 through the air. We only had 3 third downs in the entire half. And we have 1 forced fumble, 1 pick. And we're going to skip to the 4th quarter here. We are up big, 45-27. And Keontae Tyson with his 4th touchdown of the day. The man is just an absolute beast. And Sam Houston's defense, less than stellar. That's why they're going to drop to 0-4 after this game. Tyson showing he can do the short yardage and the long runs. And Sam Houston would score another touchdown late. And watch this play. You don't see this too often. Get the block extra point. And then here's the scoop. And Quincy Blue is not going to be caught as he's going to go all the way down to the other end. And we're going to get a 2-point conversion on the blocked extra point. And that's going to seal the deal here. As the clock hits 0 and we win this bloodbath of a game. Their offense tried to make it interesting late, but 54-33 is the final. As Keontae Tyson, 226 and 4 touchdowns on the ground. The man was possessed. We kind of took it easy on him in the second half and didn't blitz him so much. That's why they were able to get some points. But what a performance. First time playing Sam Houston. I'm sure they don't want to see us again. And we start the season 2-0, guys. And our offense is on a roll. Let's check out these stats. You can see we had 31 first downs, 579 yards of offense. They had 463. They had minus 10 yards rushing. We had 253. We threw for 326. They threw for 473. A lot of those coming in the second half. And they had a fumble lost, a pick. We both had picks. And time of possession, they actually had more possession because they had the ball more in the second half. Let's take a look at this. Frost, 23 of 31, 326, 3 touchdowns and a pick. See Tyson, we already saw him, 226 and 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Shetron, 7 for 145 and 2. Page also had a touchdown. Blocking side, only 1 sack allowed. Defensively, 14 tackles by Bubba Van Claiborne and 4 TFLs. Pace, 10. Roderick, 10. Saw the 4 TFLs there. Sacks, we had 3 sacks, 1 pick. And after the game, Keontae Tyson, CUSA, Player of the Week, as he should have been. What a great performance that was. And let's go look at recruiting real quick. Still number 1 on a bunch of these guys. Hopefully we can hang on with Jameson here. playing style up to a C- now. So throw the ball more. That's what they want. They want more receptions and more passing yards. Get rid of that playing time problem. So we're probably going to have to throw the ball even more going forward on some of these guys. Hyman. Yeah, we're going to actually throw a visit on him. We're going to need this visit. Didn't schedule it last time, and we're just going to have to bite the bullet here. We're not going to have any good grades for the visit. So we're just going to take, man, I wish we could get those two, and we can't get them pushed up on a sway at all. So, yeah, we'll just go with championship contender and then throw some more points back on him and hopefully get that dub, and that'll make a huge difference. The rest of these guys, still number 1 on them. Playing style, that came back up. That one's still an F. Probably not going to get this guy. There's no way we're going to get that pushed up. We'll just leave him on there for another week. And the free safety, get him in for a visit as well. Nail down this 4-star free safety. That would be awesome. And yeah, we'll go with the playing style there. Throw some more points on somebody here. We got 5 points. Who can you give it to? Yeah, let's give it to Ficken here. 4-star receiver. And that's going to be it on recruiting. And we level our coach up to level 20 now. We have 40 points to spend, so let's go in here and add motivator to the list. There we go, in there now. And we have 10 points, so I actually want to put this over here on wide receivers and try to get some of these 4-star guys in here quicker. I know they nerfed that down, but we got to get it started in there so we can get to the off-season training boost. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Episode 3, we're going to have a game against UNLV and finally go to Delaware and play the Hens for the first time. Didn't get to play them or Sam Houston last year, so we'll want to show those as well. And at some point later in the season, we'll have at least one episode, maybe 2, where we have just some sim games in here and we just show the box score. So I really want to get through this season quickly, get some more guys in on this team, and see if we can get to the conference championship in a better bowl game. But that's going to be it for this one. So if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next one goes live. And I'll see you very soon with the Memphis Tech Pharaohs College Football 26 Team Builder Dynasty. You guys have a good one.